Everyone says Julien Alfred is the fastest woman in the world right now. She's undefeated outdoors this season. Nobody has beaten her in the 200 meters, but tonight in Monaco, that perfect record could disappear. Because standing in her way is the Olympic champion she still hasn't forgotten. A 20-year-old college superstar who just ran one of the fastest 200-meter times in history, and a dangerous outsider almost nobody is talking about. By the end of tonight, we'll know whether Julien Alfred is truly the queen of women's sprinting, or whether her unbeaten streak was about to come crashing down. The stage is the Meeting Hercules in Monaco, one of the fastest tracks in the world, and one of the biggest meets on the Diamond League calendar. World records have fallen here before, and tonight's women's 200 meters looks more like an Olympic final than a regular Diamond League race. 3 women enter believing they're the fastest on earth. Only one leaves with the statement victory. Let's start with Julien Alfred, the Olympic champion who changed the history of St. Lucia forever. Before Paris 2024, St. Lucia had never won an Olympic medal. Julien Alfred changed that in spectacular fashion. She stormed to Olympic gold in the 100 meters with 10.72 seconds, then added silver in the 200 meters. But there's one detail many people forget. The woman who beat her in that Olympic 200-meter final was Gabby Thomas. That loss has never completely disappeared. Fast forward to 2026, and Alfred looks unstoppable. She opened her Diamond League season by winning the 200 meters in Rome. Then she dominated the 100 meters in Oslo. She remains undefeated outdoors. Her season's best is 21.86 seconds. Her confidence has never been higher. But tonight, she finally meets the one opponent she's been waiting to face again. That opponent is Gabby Thomas, the reigning Olympic 200-meter champion, one of the greatest curve runners in modern sprinting, and someone many people mistakenly thought was finished just months ago. Last year, an Achilles injury nearly ruined her entire season. She fought through pain just to qualify for the World Championships. Eventually, she was forced to shut everything down. For many athletes, that kind of injury changes careers. Instead, Gabby has come back faster than ever. She opened this season with steady races. Then came Texas, 21.70 seconds, the third fastest time of her entire career. Faster than the performance that won Olympic gold. Now she returns to the Diamond League for the first time in nearly 2 years. And suddenly, the Olympic champion looks every bit as dangerous as she did before the injury. But even Gabby Thomas may not be the biggest story tonight, because a 20-year-old has completely changed the conversation. Adeja Hodge. Just months ago, she was racing in college, then she shocked the sprint world. First, she destroyed Sha'Carri Richardson's long-standing NCAA 100-meter record with an unbelievable 10.63 seconds. 2 days later, she did it again, running 21.68 seconds in the 200 meters. That performance made her the world leader for 2026, broke another NCAA record, and placed her among the fastest women in history. Now comes the biggest test of her career, her first professional 200-meter showdown against Olympic champions. Nobody truly knows her ceiling yet, and that's exactly what makes her so dangerous. Then there's one more name almost everyone is overlooking, Anavia Battle. She doesn't own the fastest personal best. She isn't the Olympic champion. She isn't the world leader. But championship races aren't always won by the biggest name. They're won by whoever executes the race perfectly. One clean bend, one perfect transition, one mistake from the favorites. And suddenly the forgotten athlete steals the spotlight. Never underestimate that possibility. This is why Monaco matters. Julien Alfred wants to prove she's still unbeatable. Gabby Thomas wants to remind everyone why she's Olympic champion. Adeja Hodge wants to prove her record-breaking college season wasn't a fluke. And Anavia Battle is waiting for one opportunity to shock them all. One race, 4 legitimate winners, and absolutely no room for mistakes. Because after tonight, the debate over the fastest woman in the world may finally have an answer. Or it might become even more impossible to settle.